Live
Live
as a
from the.
motherfucker.
That's right. That's right.
Fuck
Let
your
them know.
opinion.
Fuck your opinion.
Honey, what are you doing?
Oh, learning.
Oh shit.
What was that?
Huh?
Hey, look, was I about to get into some porn shit? What was that? Don just opened one of his dirty little secret chests, and he opened up the gimp.
How to be a hibachi chef?
Oh, that shit playing on the wrong jump.
I don't know, bro. I'm intrigued now. Let's just see where it goes.
Nah, man, I gotta get. Yeah, I don't know if they throw me up.
See,
Why?
Well, it was so easy to get.
Hold on, my shit is playing on the wrong.
I don't know, dog.
What's that?
I don't know what's going on. You got it?
I gotta get off of this screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, check it out. I'm gonna give a little dialogue to the folks, man. Welcome to the podcast. We always got some music tune, some moon. So that's when I stop smoking before I start this shit. We got some music queued up for you. I think Don is shooting a commercial right now. I don't know if he's editing a commercial. At the same time, that's Don's a very busy man. He's our producer, so he must be editing a car insurance commercial at the same time that he is queuing up the music for this show.
From Navy Federal Credit Union, I needed something more challenging. Heads up.
Do not throw that shrimp at me.
With decisions in seconds and rates as low as 1.79%
APR,
Navy Federal makes it so easy to finance a car.
Onion volcano.
You might want to try harder things. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Credit and collateral subject to approval. Rates subject to change and are based on credit worthiness. Advertised rate available for new vehicles. Insured by NCUA.
What's up, Chris?
Fucking SoundCloud. Hey, we not sponsored by Navy Federal Credit Union.
But we would like to be, though. If we could be. It'd be great.
We get at least these two people in for you.
All right. Let's go. Yeah, I just turned 18, man. Yeah. I wish me a long life. And a long life for those that I love. Yeah.
What up, Chris?
I just turned 18. I'm just hoping it's a long life ahead of me. And a lot of great things as I never had shit. Fuck the poverty chain, I gotta break free. I hate it when I hit my poet and the hand goes deep. He just messes up the energy, fuck with it feels. And when I'm taking pictures, I don't get to say cheese. Reason being, I don't got the hope care what I mean. I remember back then when I was still a kid. Said to myself, I'll never live life in a routine. When settle for a 9 to 5, I need me more than a meal. Don't ever want at the time when I'm gonna settle a bill. I've seen a lot where I come from, the struggle is real. Not everybody gets to receive a pay slip, and I don't wanna end up in them streets just for a fix. So my aim is tip top, even Pluto I reach. I see a lot, follow trends, I go follow the dream. Where I'm at now, it ain't where I'm supposed to be. I guess things ain't been going accordingly, but really how it started won't be how it won't finish. I go hawk on the low key and keep it less with the grinning. I'm a fist on the niggas, they gon' wish I was a vegan. Speaking about niggas, the city fully packed with the gimmicks. You gon' think it's a Game of Thrones, I they attempt to be kinging. How they? Nah, let's cut it. Vision got vivid, so we on a mission. They say money only visits, I plan to make it moving. Last born in the fam, if I don't do it. Being quiet for a minute, now I'm back on duty. Got the pen on the script, it's gonna be a movie. I tell you, you can tell him it's a lot. That's coming, I tell you, you can tell him it's a lot. Look.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. That was a high 16 right there. Hey, Don, that was one of them 90s flows. Hey, remember every video in the 90s, niggas was bobbing their heads all hard like this? You don't even see niggas bobbing their head like that no more. Now it's like, it's all this and all money. Niggas used to be, yeah.
No, it's the gun joke, yo. You just like, oh shit. It's always, yeah, it's the pop.
Hey, but he should be remember back in the, that's when you old, when you do like this.
Yeah, that's
when
the
you
head
had
nod.
Yeah. Then they always had the dude in the video that was doing a wild jump. She was like, "Oh, he wild, and he must be really." Anyway, my goddamn head hurt. That's how I know I'm too old to be doing that shit. Hey, welcome to the podcast, folks. Once again, it's your man. Oh, see, I was about to say my rap name. See, that shit had me on some old 90s shit. I wanted to freestyle. I was on my brain. I was already locking into my old rap name and shit.
Yeah, look like you look like because you definitely changed the whole. You definitely changed the whole format, man.
I was ready. Hey, I was about to just like it was the basement with Tigger. I was about to just go and just do the hand motions and everything. But no, hey, welcome, folks. It's Fuck Your Opinion podcast.
Oh man, what it do, man?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You step in here just fucked me up.
I know.
All right, let me I got always get my shit back together. Yo, what it do? Live from the pit that don't give a shit, as you see.
This is Fuck Your Opinion, the podcast.
With your man Toucan Dan.
I'm Don Guy Nash.
And as you see, we missing our third musketeer, Step the Lover. He might jump on later on tonight. I don't know. He's like I said, sometimes Step's always on assignment. I've been saying this for months. Nobody believed me. They thought I was just saying some funny shit.
Step Lover is probably he probably at the NBA Finals somewhere, man.
He's on assignment. People always think that I say some wild shit but they be like, "Yo, Step the Lover been missing for like the last couple of shows." I'm like, "Yo, that's how he is, bro. Sometimes he's on assignment. We don't know. He don't even tell us for our own safety. He's just like, yo, I'm on assignment. That means he can be anywhere.
Yeah, he's on.
He could be at the finals. He could have been at the Stanley Cup. He could have been at the Stanley Cup championship. You never know where he is. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Like he's like the Where's Waldo of the Fuck Your Opinion of podcast. But anyway, back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to your mans. This is the folks. How long we been doing this shit now, Don? What's it about? 2 years?
Hey, in September it'll be 2 years, man. We've been doing this.
Yeah, bro. Well, yeah, damn near every day. You know what I'm saying? How many? We've been going hard.
Strong 2 years. I mean, we was doing it in the studio for like we did that shit for like almost until the pandemic.
Yeah, until the COVID hit.
Yeah, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, we've been
lock in.
Did I blink out? Oh, all right, I'm back.
Right. No, yeah. Then we had to lock in. Hey, Don, then we had to lock in, bro. Then it seemed like the lock in was more comfortable. So everybody like, yo, let's just stay locked in. You know what I mean? But like I always say, I want to get back to a studio setting. Everybody else is, sitting down with guests and talking, but I ain't too comfortable because they keep talking about this Delta variant shit. And if you ain't vaccinated, then you stand a chance of getting hit with a even more deadlier form of COVID. So I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and have to chill and lay back on that, getting everybody together again. That shit just seems weird now. What you think, Don?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we had this discussion. I mean, I know you said you want to get back in the studio. I like the home jump, but the studio was nice too. It just was the see, the thing is, if we did have studio, we might be missing in action more often because sometimes it just be like you just don't have the time, man. Shit just
Well, we got look, Don, we got an excuse. We gotta make time for the people. We gotta serve the public, and we are servants of the public now, man. We are a media newscast. I mean, we might only have like a couple of viewers, but shit, that don't mean that we ain't we still broadcast.
Yeah, we
still gonna bring it. Definitely still bring it. Like I said, I just like the little table discussion because I feel like we was really hanging with the homeboys and sometimes the homegirls too, and that's another thing. If you see this podcast and sometimes you're a female, check us out. Check us out on Taco Tuesdays or Fuck Your Opinion Fridays. We might just come on here and just express your opinion. We don't like to have guys on here all the time. Facebook family, Instagram, whatever. We on 9 o'clock. Ish
something. We on BPT,
CPT.
Yeah, we on color
9 o'clock CPT. So that's 9:30, 9:45ish. That's what that is.
Yeah. We was in the background, we was in the background today bullshitting, but
we was in the green room.
Toucan Dan about to be running it a little bit, so that's what's up.
Yeah,
you might have a solo dance show pop up.
Yeah, I want to keep it.
Because you like to talk, man. Like I think I think the people deserve that, man. I think people deserve the Toucan dance show, man. I think they deserve it, man.
Hey, you know what? Now I'm thinking about just go ahead and just enlightening the folks, man. Just letting them know where I see shit from my view, because people don't really understand. in the land of toucan, you know, you like to sit, you like to watch, you observe, you know, man. I like to get my essence going and just sit back and watch the world, man, from a beautiful place. That's why I'm Toucan Dan. But hey, Gotti, you know what? We it's been a lot of shit. Like I said, if you haven't watched this podcast, welcome. Cause we're live.
Share the stream. Share the stream, man. We need y'all support, man. We need y'all to share the stream. You know what I'm saying? Like it, man. Comment, join it, jump in on this motherfucker. As long as you ain't naked or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Appropriately, you know. But yeah, man, we want y'all support, man. So
and if you're a lady and you naked, then jump in, but then jump back out. Don't. If you're a lady, you know, I shouldn't say that I'm married. Boy, like, what you mean jump in and out? Like,
Toucan Dan go have to explain that later on. But hey,
what you mean jump in and out? I mean, jump in. Yeah. I mean, you know, just let people know your presence. We want to know you there. You ain't got to be there. Just let us know you there. You know what I'm saying? Just jump in and share whatever. You know, just don't share no crazy shit. You know, this still for the kids, man. This is for the babies. Just don't let your babies watch this. Hey, Don, I'm going to go ahead and start this next video. You ready?
Go ahead, man. Start it up, man.
Let's see what we got here. Y'all got to hold on with me because this Toucan Dan's first attempt to run some shit here. This here.
Home, shattered window glass, eggshells, and this writing in chalk on the pavement by Black Lives Matter organizers seeking peace and justice. There is calm in this Mount Laurel community today, where just 24 hours ago, Edward Cagney Mathews was arrested in a sea of protesters on harassment, racial bias, and intimidation charges stemming from this video.
Back up. Keep back up.
Cagney Mathews, according to his neighbors, has been spewing racial slurs aimed at more than one black neighbor for some time. This one, last Friday, was caught on camera.
We have investigated him several times, but until this particular incident where the neighbors had video available from the Ring cameras and things of that nature, we're finally able to get the evidence that we needed.
Chief Riedner tells NBC 10 Cagney Mathews has been in court in the past, but the charges were either dismissed or no probable cause found. Activists want more questions answered by police. They protested peacefully outside the station today. Their fear, the officer on scene the day of Mathews' racial tirade tread far too lightly.
Cagney, go home. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Because if that was their idea of de-escalation, oh my God, we're headed in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Do you feel as though if not for the protest yesterday, then he would not have been arrested?
Absolutely not, because if that was the case, he wouldn't have been home with a summons to appear in court.
It wasn't the officer's decision, it was the court's decision.
Former Mount Laurel cop turned safety expert Corey Jones spent 25 years on the Mount Laurel
police
pause
that jump, because I got the jump. I got the
so it's not so much that the people caused it.
You got the full joint?
The actions that
I got the link.
Able to investigate, uncover, and document is what changed it from a summons to a warrant.
But I'm getting threat calls. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm about to play this jump. If
you want to get involved in this, you know what happened? The last one? I know what you did. You broke that window. Windows? Dude, I don't care. Cookie's windows got shot out with a shotgun. I don't care. 222s to the fucking front face. I don't care. In Cherry Hill, their fucking daughter got smashed. Exactly. Is that what you want? No. And you want to know where I was when all this happened? I don't care. At work, monkey. I don't care where you are.
Wow.
At morgue. Just like I told the Mount Laurel police, get these fucking monkey niggers out of here and you can't do shit. That's me talking shit.
Monkey niggas.
3602 Gramercy Way, that's where I live. Come fucking see me.
No, they can't even see you.
So you're real comfortable, so get me on video so you know who you see. Bring whoever.
He's a tough motherfucker until everybody showed up.
Hey, White, why are you back over here? Somebody called me. Someone called you. It's private property. You have no jurisdiction here whatsoever. I do. None. Somebody calls me. Hold on. You know what? Hold on. No. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Go talk to these fucking niggers. Go ahead. Fuck you. Go talk to the niggers. Let them know what I'm all about and what their fucking rights they have. All right. You want to go back to your house? I'll come back to you. I'll stay right here. It's common property. Okay. Have a nice night. You guys from 1101? Oh yeah. You will.
That's that. Hey, that's that white privilege shit right there. Where he say he confident, like he confident saying that shit.
Go home,
have
guys.
Have a nice night. Have a fucking nice night. You know what I'm saying?
When the police call you by your first name and tell you go home, Ned. Go home. That's when you know. But you know they had to come save his motherfucking life later on. What's up, Sims?
What up?
What's up with you,
Ain't
man?
nothing too tough, bro. As you see, we back in the stew again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, hopefully over 18. This is our man Sims. If you don't know, he comes on, and he always got some more insightful shit and some good opinions to share. And we might not always disagree, but the brother always makes some good points. So everybody's going to give my man Sims a warm welcome here on Fuck Your Opinion podcast. Let's give this dude an early Fuck Your Opinion of the break. He's this. What's his name? Edward Cagney. Go home, Ed.
Edward Cagney Mathews. He's definitely a racist. He said he's not a racist. Like he came out and said he's not a racist.
That was the dumbest shit he could ever. Besides him saying the other dumb shit on camera, that might have been the stupidest shit he's ever said. He just called them guys people monkeys and niggas, and then came out later and said, "I'm getting death threats." Like, what did you think you was gonna get? You thought he was that tough in the moment. That's what that shit was. He was real tough in the moment. His adrenaline was gone. He felt like he stepped to the African dude.
He knew he had the advantage. See, you can tell when a motherfucker get real comfortable because they know he ain't knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like he know I could keep laying this shit in. Like I'm good. I can keep you can see the confident level of where he was because there'd have been somebody else. They would have his ass would have been laid out and they would have probably lost it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody would have lost it and stomped them out.
Yeah, I did some research on that one. They actually they said that fool had a prior incident with another neighbor, like some lady that lives up under him or above him or something. And I guess he was mad because a kid was making noise, and he went through one of them little racial rants with her too. But them cops be knowing them motherfuckers, man. Like that's anybody else, they had their ass in jail.
Like
and shit.
Right, like he told him. He said, "Have a nice night."
He told him. He called him by his first name. He said, "Go home, Ed. Just go home, Ed." When he showed up, he basically called him by his first name. Well, as soon as because they both addressed each other, so obviously he's been an asshole, like Sam says, for a very long time. He's a fucking community menace. That's what the fuck he is. But when the cop rolled up, he knew him and they knew each other from eyesight. It was okay, yeah, how's it going? Let me get the fuck out of here. You know I'm a dickhead. Otherwise, the other cop is like, all right, just go home, man. Just go home, man. And the other people just sitting there like, they showed enough restraint, but once again, he gonna pull it in New Jersey of all places. He gonna shoot his addy out there and tell people and threaten somebody to pull up. I don't think they understand. This shit is now it's starting to become more and more of a thing with black folks where we are pulling up.
Yeah. He's brave giving out that. He definitely gonna have to move. And he was brave saying that shit, but he was real comfortable. He was real comfortable because no hand, dude didn't fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? Like he had somebody.
Yeah, that whole racism shit. Don't that shit get old at some point? Like, I mean, I feel like it got to be a job just to be trying to hate motherfuckers like to that level.
Sims, crazy enough is with them. It does because black people we've been trying to get over it and pass it and move on ourselves. That's the question that most white folks will have to ask themselves that feel that way is when you gonna let that shit go. There's no way that niggas going back in chains and in slavery, and you're not gonna have the good old country that you swear that you had at one time. But this shit ain't going back to the 1800s. But to some of them, they really don't want to let that shit go.
They need to bring back what was that old ass thing they did when we was kids? The DARE, drug abuse resistance education. It was like just say no. They need to do some shit like that for racism. They need to have a whole thing. Just say no, dog.
McGruff.
They probably have a pit bull instead of a bad sound or whatever.
Even me making that point about the just say no, that was back when black people were doing drugs. Now that white people doing drugs, now it's an epidemic and shit.
It's an epidemic. It's like, yeah.
We were selling that shit too, though. I mean, it's like that shit was a double-edged sword, man. Because we actually was, people was getting rich off of that shit, man. Like, motherfucker, it was a lot of millionaires out this motherfucker when that shit was like.
Yeah, it's a lot of millionaires now. They just call doctors. They peddling this shit.
Yeah,
Right, for you to have an epidemic, that means that people have to have access to some drug in massive quantities in which people are dying or some point. So, even if it's the synthetic shit or the real shit, it's getting pushed to the streets where, that the people, and it's not black. The one thing about black folks, we ain't sitting around making no damn fentanyl. I ain't never heard nobody take black person. They might have been trying to stick us with crack for the last 8 or 30 years. But they damn sure can't say it was because of the black man that fentanyl was invented. No. That was definitely modern science, and that shit been wiping motherfuckers out. But
Cops for our inventions.
Yeah, yeah. If it's this is something bad, if it's some good shit, like we get the drive-bys or some shit. We ain't even invent drive-bys, but they give us that shit. They give us some shit like that. They won't give us the wheel or the car, but they'll give us the drive-by.
Yeah. Or the telephone. They won't give us the telephone. They don't give us shit.
Nope. They don't even let they keep tying the niggas to watermelons and still ain't gave us peanuts yet. They eat peanuts at every base. That's every bar in American pastime is peanuts, and they still ain't giving nigga credit for that yet.
Well, if you want watermelon, you just got to go to IKEA on Juneteenth.
Oh, they give us watermelon and chicken. They give us watermelon and chicken. They definitely give us that shit.
See, what about peanut butter? Black man invented peanuts and peanut butter. What about that? You ain't gonna give us that. You gonna put Jiffy? They ain't never put a black man on any kind of peanut butter. Jiffy, Peter Pan, all that shit seemed like it was whitewashed to me. Even the chunky shit, and I love it. But anyway, what we got next, dog? What we got next? Oh, baby girl. For those who don't know, this is Sha'carri Richardson. I think she's 20 years old, 21, 20 old. Olympic athlete. Young lady got in some trouble with the Olympic committee. She tested positive for weed, and she got suspended for 30 days, in which she missed her qualifying event, which is the 100 meter sprint, and she actually would have qualified to make the relay team in time, but the USA coaches and whatever basically decided to drop her from the team altogether. So, it's been over. I mean, this shit even got up to the president, with the current president, where they spoke on, they felt like it was unfair that the young lady had to suffer such severe consequences. But as most people say, rules are rules. That's the one thing people can't argue is whether or not what she did was it called for or was it uncalled for. The fact that she got busted and she took a responsibility for that shit herself. But I think it was fucked up, man. I mean, for her not to be able to run, or because she didn't qualify for the 100 meters, I understand the rules are rules. She broke the rules, whatever. I actually watched that race too. That was an amazing race. I watched that shit. This was a race where they showed a picture from June, as you see, June 19th, where she crushed another world record for 100 meter sprint. And she was on her way to greatness, but because of this, now
it said her mom's had passed away, so that's her way. That was her way to cope. She smoked, but she smokes. I mean, she definitely a smoker. So I mean,
but the thing was, and actually, she found out her mother passed away at a press conference. She didn't even get it like on a consoling, family level, of where she was basically told by a reporter at a press conference that her mother had passed away. Because if people don't know, she was raised by her grandmother, and she credited her to her success and everything she's been through. Basically, her grandmother's been the matriarch and the backbone of the family. She found out at like I said, some news or press conference that her mom passed away, and she said it set her into a bit of sadness and depression, which we all know. We all dealt with it, and she dealt with it in the way of smoking. Like I said, for me, me.
What you think, Chris? What you think? Should she have been suspended for smoking weed, man? What you think?
I've been watching this, man. First of all, to put things in a correct perspective, this was America's chance at a bronze medal at most because those two Jamaicans were going to win. I know she fast. She ain't faster than them damn two Jamaicans. I'm just letting you know. But outside of that.
And she looks the part, though. She definitely looks the part. Like she definitely blow my ass.
Girl fast. Like,
she looks the part. Yeah.
She's young, so she got a chance to beat them.
She's 21.
Yeah, she ain't about to beat them this year, though. Old girl from Jamaica, like, they talking about her, but yeah, the other girl had a faster time. So it's like,
hey, we'll never know. We'll never know.
True.
She can hang on to that. She can hang on to, but she looks the part. But
I'm not an excuse guy, dog. Like, my thing is, I'm one of them people, if you know something's going to get you in trouble and you decide to do it, I don't feel like you should be able to get out of the consequences. I am upset with the fact that I don't like them putting more on it because she could have did the relay, but they just decided not to use. Now, I am mad about that because she's obviously one of your more talented runners. Why you only doing that just to be an asshole, pretty much. But one thing I saw, like when they were talking about this, and it made perfect sense, a lot of people were arguing the fact that she smoked weed, and they were like, well, that's not a enhancer. Like, how does that help her run? Like, why is that a rule? Somebody made a really good point. And it's one thing about people that compete at this sport is you also have the levels of wanting to be like physically good, but it is an advantage if you can do something that lets you get rid of like tension and stuff. Because everybody else has to deal with their personal life and tension. They're not smoking. You smoke weed, that helps you deal with it. Therefore, that can be looked at as a enhancer off of that alone. Like, you're doing something that's helping you feel better, even though it's not making you physically better, but it's making your mind more easy, which is probably why she went to smoke some blunt, smoke a blunt or whatever. So, I mean, it is what it is. So when it comes to the rule, I don't have an issue with her getting kicked out to 100. I am pissed off she got kicked out of that. Like, if we're sending our best out there, why not send her for the relay race? That's stupid. That's trying to be an asshole.
Yeah, I kind of like, yeah. If she knew if those were the rules, she can't do that shit, man. It's like when the NFL, was doing the weed shit. I mean,
Ricky Williams was one of the first to come out and speak. On her behalf.
Yeah, he said fuck it. Ricky Williams said fuck his career. Like to a degree, like he wanted to smoke. And he has that. And he got that choice. Would you say,
Don? If that would have happened to you, dog, and I know you about to. If I know you smoke, and I know that happened to you, I'm probably gonna be the first motherfucker to phone. Hey, Don, don't smoke no weed, dog. I was like, don't get kicked out the list.
Hey, what's that wide receiver that? What's the wide receiver that always be smoking, man? That just keeps smoking.
The one that stayed kicked out.
Cleveland. He went to Cleveland. Went to New England. Josh Richardson. It's not Josh Richardson. It's
I hear his
Josh
name.
something.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, Josh something. I'll look him up.
No, I can't remember this guy's last name. Damn, it's not with a D. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he clearly has an issue because he actually
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon.
He's
a damn good football player.
He's actually he could have been an elite receiver. He fucked it up. He could have been elite, and he wasn't a fast guy. He wasn't like a real fast guy. He was good with his routes. Like, he's one of those type of receivers that wasn't about just all speed. He's a good fucking receiver because you ain't got speed and you getting open. You running routes like your route game is.
Yeah, I think you can get a lot of gifts. Like, I think the Lord hands out his gifts to everybody. He don't give you everything. He gonna make you work with something. And this girl obviously has a gift of being. I mean, I've seen her history of running, man, and I mean, she one of the people that everybody else actually gets a lead on her, and she hawked their ass down every time.
And she ain't but like 5'1". She's only like 5'1", 5'2". She's what I'm saying. Smart. Yeah, a little bitty, But and I think that's one that Don touched. I think it was you, Don, just touched on something. I kind of get lost when we was talking about the other thing, but like the performance enhancement and things like that. I want people like, I think athletes should be allowed to use marijuana more than anything else, because they can take pain pills, they can take certain things that's qualified as certain things that, you know, the board or whatever, the Olympic Committee, they're willing to overlook certain things.
It's like in football, they take them shots. Like them shots
Right.
that get rid of pain. That's the advantage.
Right. You can take Demerol and opioid, you can take whatever shit that's allowed to make you, and this, like I said, this wasn't even like she smoked it before she did event. This some shit that just came up in a drug test that was at least a few weeks before the even trials and all that. But like I said,
it was a rule. But it was a rule.
But I'm with Chris, man. I think that shit was in excess. That you know, Chris, this made me saying when you was like, who the people she's around, like that's a very good point, bro. When you got someone and you know, you hear about guys in the streets and people that's in the rap business careers, they always say it was one guy that seen me go in a certain direction and said, look, man, this is not for you. You got a whole different chance to be great on a whole nother level. You can bring the people of this city or your family way bigger, you know, it's bigger things for you than to do this shit here. I think it should have been someone in her corner. You know, I'm sure she ain't go to her grandmama and say, Grandma, I feel like I'm about to go smoke a joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But whoever was in her corner that needs to be, she need to look at that too for herself and be like, what kind of people around me that allowed me to fail? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's kind of what pissed me off. Like we know as a black community, if she that successful, she got a lot of family, a lot of friends that's around her.
Hey, but I wouldn't. But I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't have known that weed would get you popped. Like, I don't know who she could have been around that would have known that. I wouldn't have thought that shit would have been. I wouldn't have thought it would have mattered.
Weed stay in your system longer than all the hard shit. Like,
they do.
Do something like cocaine and all that crap, it go out your system in like a couple of weeks. They say weed, they can pick that up for like a month. Like, it's like,
and you know what? Another thing is, you can see she had that Nike uniform on, so she had to have somebody. It was just maybe her own. I guess, you know, she failed herself, or she got in her own way of good crossing the, you know, finish line. No pun intended. But you know, when you got managers, you had Nike, and you got a whole team, and you running with a unit. You got managers, and you got people in your corner to tell you, yo, this is not whatever you do. Stay away from that shit there. Because
what aggravates me beyond this is she's an athlete. Like, if you ever look at her, as small as she is, you can tell like she really works out. Like she's a must. Like she's in shape. Why are you smoking anyway? Why are you smoking anything? You literally run. Your lungs is everything about your business and what you're doing. Like, why are you smoking anything?
Well, I mean, from a medical
but I think that shit is sort of a myth, though. The lung. I mean, I'm just saying as far as how it affects athletes, because a lot of motherfuckers smoke.
From a medical standpoint, marijuana doesn't harm your lungs and shit. Now, I'm not saying that the smoke itself, because it's ridiculous to say that smoke in any fashion doesn't harm your respiratory system, but I mean, it doesn't cause the type of harm that would affect you as an athlete.
It don't make you slower. Yeah, it don't make you slower.
It's just like when we talk about the football players and basketball. If it's a choice of taking care of you and your family, generational money, like the advertisement she would have got.
Yeah,
right, dog. We talking about
Wheaties.
Hey, she go get some advertisements though after smoking weed.
Yeah,
she about to get another whole. She about to get a whole motherfucking audience after this.
Wiz Khalifa. She gonna be the next Wiz Khalifa concert. Snoop Dogg or something. But I'm with you.
I couldn't wait to see her in Tokyo.
Hey, that was.
I know the Jamaicans gonna beat her though. But I was like, hey, I wouldn't mind seeing.
The first thing I said to my wife was, Sims, though, I was like, yo, her, you know, endorsements and everything that she was about to receive in the next future, you know, that she's going to put that on hold. But luckily for her, she's 21 years old. The Olympics is in 4 more years. She can compete again.
With the weed.
Hey, listen, what I'm saying is,
what Stephen A. say?
I look at it like this, though. Check this. If she does make a comeback and she does win an Olympic medal in the event in 4 years at the age of 24, 25, where they say you may be too old, right then and there, she got a movie. She gonna if she wins, she at least come back in another 4 years and hit something, she might be able to sit down with Oprah and tell her part of the story.
She won't be too old at 24, 25. That's when she start getting around the 30s. she should better keep her speed up. But
Yeah.
I mean, now we got to wonder when it comes to whatever. I mean, dude, that sucks. Olympics is every 4 years. You literally
That's,
have
I know.
years,
Yeah.
God dang, 4 years.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they ain't never try to push that shit every year or something. I'm just surprised. It's just so much money.
At least every other year or something. Like they do.
Yeah, I mean, but they got it every other years though, because they switched.
Yeah.
They got the winter. They do the winter, then they do the summer. So they do got it every 2 years. But I'm surprised they don't try to do that shit every year to make that shit. I mean, I guess they
got to put the lottery and the countries and selections and the qualifications.
Yeah,
it takes them damn near a year and a half to get ready.
But if you did that shit every year, man, you know how much money that is? That's so much money if they did that shit. You would have cities,
all the workers and shit. They gotta do all that.
Yeah, that should be too much. What we got next, Don? Hey, Sha'carri Richardson, sorry, baby girl, because you can come back and bust their ass on another turn. What's this here, Don? What's this one?
Hey man, this like a this like a racist episode, man. So
I know this shit too. I know what this is.
Yeah, so we got to check this out. The police chief, man, that gave an officer a letter, man.
Last Friday at the department's copier, printing out a small note. He places it on the raincoat set aside for a black officer just before he enters the room. It reads Ku Klux Klan, the name of the nation's most notorious white supremacy group.
I said, I don't even hear about it. I said, you've already admitted to it. And I said, you've got 10 minutes to get out of this office. I said, I want your keys, badge, and that's it. Get out.
Sheffield Mayor Dennis Bring describing his conversation with the chief after learning details of the incident on Tuesday, brought to his attention by the union representing officers.
I asked him if he was psychologically okay.
This dude laughing, dude like he laughing.
He made a cone out of a newspaper, and he put it on himself, and he made a comment that you're going to have to wear this for the shift.
Bring met with the officer today to apologize for the chief's actions.
It took us 10 minutes to even talk to each other because we were both very emotional. And I apologized to him, and we talked about the situation, and he told me a little bit more, and I was like, I just flabbergasted. There's no one word to explain how disgusting this is.
Chief for 8 years and with the city for more than 30, Campo told me late this afternoon he was not fired, but retired, and that he has great respect for the officer whom he hired. He says the incident is being, quote, overblown, and that it was part of off-color humor.
He knows what he did. He just, playing it off like it's, I don't even think he fathoms how bad this is. And he's going to realize it. So, and shame on him. And you know what? I hope he gets whatever he deserves.
Take his money from him. Take his pension.
Damn.
They ain't gonna take it down.
He fucking.
No. I'm just saying, but that's how you handle this shit. You start taking that. You start hitting them where it hurts. Like,
so
dude,
the adjective they tried to use in there, where they said it was off-color humor, but yet you put Ku Klux Klan. If that ain't about color, then what is? I mean, what the fuck are we talking?
You can't play with me. You can't play with me like that, man. Like,
yeah, and I didn't like that cop reaction. Like, how you giggle that shit up?
You like he was laughing, like he was laughing about that shit, yo. The fuck is that? You need to see some. You need to see some. You need to see the fuck. Yeah,
that's amazing.
You need to see more of a reaction, but like he just laughed the shit off and was like, "Wow."
Was my man just trying to get fired or something? Or what? I just don't know what provokes this. Like, how is this
he knows he's on camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows he's on camera.
You think so?
Hey, I think he know he on camera. Yeah, this got to be he know he on camera.
So he was kind of done with the job, and he knew he was gonna keep his pension.
I just think he don't. Yeah, I just think he just insensitive to putting that type of shit on the joint. I mean, he know the camera there, man. Like, the motherfucker know the camera there, so he must have thought this shit was alright. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they do. Maybe he talks. They maybe he say nigga to him and call him racist. Give him racist jokes and shit. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe.
So you think the black dude was kind of shared in that himself? That's what you're saying?
Well, I mean, the dude tried to laugh it up, dog. Like, he was literally laughing in the video.
Maybe because he about to get he's supposed to get an asshole full of money or something. Maybe he seemed like he.
I think that cop that was laughing, like he had to Then he tried to be emotional afterwards with the, I guess that was
with the mayor. With the mayor, yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I mean, you know how some people are. It's weird if you.
The mayor might have sold that shit too, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Politics is always. He might have sold that shit. Dude might be like, man, I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He probably said he didn't give a fuck. So the mayor said, nah, we got to spend this shit. He probably, from a political standpoint, he probably spent that shit. We cried. You know what I'm saying?
Again, dog, like I said the last time, don't this shit get old, dog? Like
it do, man.
Out of all the shit that they're Ku Klux Klan, dog, like what?
It can't. I keep telling. I'm gonna repeat this once again, Sam. The white folks that perpetrate this shit are the ones that don't want to let it get old. That's the question. I don't even know if we can find. Oh my bad, was hitting my fucking camera, but I don't even know if we can find someone. A racist or some kind of supremacist to come on here so we could actually ask the guy a question and get it answered. Like, when is this shit gonna stop? I think that shit has been brand.
Hey, wouldn't that'd be a good ass show though, bro? We might need to try that, yo.
Anybody who watched this podcast,
hold up. We should do that, man. We should get somebody that's a racist, and then we about to close out, and he'd be like, nigger. Wouldn't that be fucked up?
Just let him go.
Like, yeah, wouldn't that be fucked up? He get off the show. Y'all got anything to say?
Be looking for
fuck
that
y'all niggers, man. Fuck y'all niggers.
Hey, this fuck your opinion.
But no, that's it. We should reach out for that, man. Somebody
I'm trying to put myself in somebody else's mind. Like if my man tried to make a joke,
dude, he knew he was on camera. He knew he was on camera.
Like what humor do you get out of that? Like,
hey, you can see that shit on camera. You can see Ku Klux Klan on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that. I'm saying, in my opinion, I think that they be talking racist shit to each other. I think him and this officer, they had these type of conversations. They have a relationship to where they talk shit to each other. And I think that at this point that was the joke from the shit that they talk. Because he allows them to do it.
So basically, you saying he went too far with the joke where it got exposed at this point. Like the other shit that they was doing, the grab ass shit they was doing behind camera or underneath the desk, that shit didn't matter. But when he actually went that far with it, whoever seen that shit was like, "Oh my god!"
Hold on! I see Ku Klux Klan. What the fuck? Right. Let me zoom in on this shit. Hold on, what the fuck? Like I want to know. I want to know who exposed that shit. But he looked like he was like, man, this nigga stupid as shit, man. That's what it like he was saying in the joke. Yo, this motherfucker stupid as shit. Yo, this motherfucker crazy.
Maybe one was plotting. They worked it out. Like, look, I mean, you can get him for some emotional money, and me, I'll just take an early retirement. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this stupid shit on your fucking raincoat. I'll get fired, not lose my pension, get an early retirement.
Hey,
and you turn around and sue the city.
Do y'all think the word like nigga, like a white person calling you nigga, do you think it still got the same burn it got now that it might have had like maybe 5-10 years ago?
No.
It don't even seem like that anymore.
No. Hey, we've talked about this on episodes, man. I'm not gonna fight over that shit, man. You put your hands on me. That's when I got that. That's when shit going. You know, I mean. It just ain't it ain't even worth it, man. To the word.
I ain't got to be confrontational at work a lot.
I think more so it's an ancestral thing, like just for the fact of all the black folks that couldn't smack the shit out of a white person when they used the word. It's just that's what I think more of it is. I don't really think it's an anger thing. I think more of it's just more of what they call it. God, there's not a switch. It's when you describe something. God damn, see, this is how it is when you live in DC. They shooting fireworks off, and it's motherfucking July 8th. Hey, Don, I don't know if Don know he froze the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, I know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, this is fucking fire. This type of shit. If you don't even know this show, ladies and gentlemen, you're like, how the fuck is fireworks going off? I live in DC, so this is the type of shit we deal with. But anyway, back to what I was saying. These motherfuckers made me forget my goddamn point. What was we talking about? See, this is why we getting off the rails. I forgot to give my whole speech about Sometimes we go right, sometimes we go left, but we get back on the rail and back on subject. We saw the racism thing. I don't really think, hey Sam, I don't really think that shit is going to stop to a degree because, like I said, man, it's something that they're raising their kids with. These motherfuckers are still in their 30s, 20s, 15s.
I honestly think, I guess what I'm saying when I say the sting goes out of it, I feel like in the future, like it might be far in the future, it just ain't gonna mean nothing anymore, dog. Like it might be something else. It might evolve to something. But I mean, it's just getting to the point where it's displayed so much, and that somebody is using it to get a rise out of you in some way. And it's almost like, I feel like playing a game with a racist ass, or do I feel like
right? It's a trigger. That's what somebody do. You right, Sam. It's a trigger. That's the word I was thinking about when I was saying addition, but a switch. It's a trigger. So, like you said, people are going to use it. Certain people will say that just to get a rise. You got some white folks that say that shit in the sense of they don't even really mean it as a racial insult. They just mean it as an insult. Period. You know what I mean? So it gets to. The shit gets crazy when it comes to that, the word nigga. I mean, like, black folks, we've actually made the word more famous, nigga, than white folks. They've using it as a mean of oppression. We turn that shit into songs, dance, t-shirts, art.
We do what black people do, dog. Like, if you ever think about it, and I think that's what really the sting on white people is black people can take any negativity or any fuck situation and somehow make it into something pop. We got the worst part of the pig, and motherfuckers still eat chitlins and all that shit. We put up the most talent in sports. We got hip hop. I mean, everything we do is something that somebody else wants to feed off of or try to get their own props off of. So we took that nigga, they put the GA, we put nigga, and we made that something. And that's like, I mean, I think that's just what we do as a culture.
We had that conversation, man. We was talking about the GA.
But like I said, the power, the word nigger or whatever is given the word power because it's funny when Nas wanted to name his album nigga, they had a big problem with it. You know what I'm saying? And this is he couldn't even name his shit that the name of his album nigger, but just because it was like, wait a minute, this is a real sensitive word, but it was more key to black people. Like, no matter what, we gonna wear it, so we can do what the fuck we want with it. Like I said, now as far as white folks using it, I think just like I'm saying, in the power that be of the ancestors, we should be able to still slap the fuck out of them for the hundreds of years when we couldn't slap the fuck out of them for saying the word nigga. We should be able to slap the fuck out of them. What's up, Miss Nash?
I guess.
Hey, what's happening, Miss? I ain't seeing you in a minute. What's going on?
Ain't nothing, just working.
Hey, that's good.
Staying
healthy.
Staying healthy. To get the network to work.
What you say?
Yeah.
I said you had to bring her in to get the network to work because now it ain't glitchy anymore.
Yeah, my shit be going in and out, man. I can't. Yeah, I'm having some internet issues at the house.
Yeah, but we still gonna work on it. But yeah, like I said, Don, I'm with you. I don't think that word ever gonna lose is what it is, though. That's just a fucked up word. Black people got to deal with it. White folks, they gonna forever eat shit for it. They shouldn't have came up with it. That's y'all. Y'all wanted to use the word nigga and give it so much power. Now y'all can't even use it because now it takes the power away from y'all to use the word. So,
hey, it literally takes the power because some of them motherfuckers get fired for using that shit.
Yeah, that's that word that gave them so much power. Now, that's what I said. A word that gave them so much power for so many years.
Yeah.
Now they can't keep power when they use the word. So that's the hypocrisy.
That's literally a good example because that went from one extreme to the next.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
that's what that shit can literally take your livelihood.
That's what I do. Oh yeah, what we got here down for this Rachel Nichols thing here?
I'm about to play her comments.
They said to me, "Hey, instead of hosting the NBA Finals, why don't you do Doris's silent reporter job for the NBA Finals?" Because guess what that would clear the way for? For Maria to do the hosting for us. Yeah. So, I have declined. I don't know what their next move is, but they are feeling pressure because of all of that, and I'm trying to figure out like how to just, my thing is that I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your crappy one-time record on diversity, which by the way I myself know personally from the female side of it, go for it. Just find it somewhere else.
Hold on, this her, and then this her apology.
So the first thing they teach you in journalism school is don't be the story. And I don't plan to break that rule today or distract from a fantastic finals. But I also don't want to let this moment pass without saying how much I respect, how much I value our colleagues here at ESPN, how deeply, deeply sorry I am for disappointing those I hurt, particularly Maria Taylor, and how grateful I am to be part of this outstanding team.
Well, Rachel, I want.
What y'all
I want to know what Perk had to say. Let me hear what Perk had to say, since he always so outspoken.
I want to say thank you for accepting responsibility for your actions. As someone that has known you for a long time, being around you, you have treated me with the utmost respect, and you always made me feel comfortable in your presence. And I know your heart. Great person, great individual. I also know Maria Taylor. Great person as well, very, very talented, hardworking, and I feel like she also deserves every opportunity that is presented her way. My only hope is that we have a commitment overall to support each other through this process and continue to support each other through our journey.
No, I agree with Perk. Let me first say this. I fully support Maria Taylor. I've worked with her since I joined ESPN at Get Up and Countdown, and I've known Rachel for 20 years. Rachel and our entire group here have had some very difficult conversations over this time period, and those conversations don't end here. We will continue to have uncomfortable conversations. No one is excused. She is not excused. I am not excused. Perk. This doesn't just go away, but we have to learn and understand it and become better for each other, and really through our actions more than anything, and that is our responsibility. And we all have a role in that, and that's something that I take pride in, and I hold to myself and everyone to a very high standard.
Yeah, that's some wild shit there. Once again, I know Sam's gonna say, "Here we go with the racism." This is not.
I'm on different side on this one, bro.
So let me hear what you got to say first, Sims. Let me hear what you got to say.
I don't kind of know how I feel about this one because I have heard about ESPN having their diversity issues, and we know where we are in the world right now. And then Rachel, the Nichols chick, is usually always the one doing the finals and all that stuff. I'm not a big component. I'm one of the people, man, when you're in your personal time, because they got that recording, like, I don't really think she said something too crazy. She said she had a job, the other girl getting a job, her job, and she think it has a lot to do with, which we can, she might have a point, with our current climate, ESPN trying to show diversity. We all seen ESPN start having all these black hosts and everything. They're coming all over the place now. So, it's not, but they used to have an issue with that. So how would you feel if you feel honestly that somebody's getting your job? You're not hating on their talent or nothing, but it ain't like she's known as you are known. Like, why is she getting a job? You know what I'm saying? When you have questions on it, would you feel some kind of way about it? Like, I don't look at it. I don't think it's like a racist thing. I think it's like, that's my job. Y'all pretty much, she feels that's my job. Y'all giving her the job because she black, and that's y'all diversity thing at the moment. And now you're taking my job because of it. I think that's where she coming from.
She got caught slipping.
Yeah, well, caught slipping, but damn, dude, like, private conversation stuff, the shit we say on the side, dog. Like, that's a.
She got caught slipping, man. You can't.
It was not.
It ain't one of the worst. I just don't think it was a bad slip. Like, I don't think she said something that was just so egregious that it should be called racism. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's that.
I don't think it was. I wouldn't say. And this is one of those comments in times where you really don't want to call someone racist. I don't think she was racist, but I just felt like at that point where she felt like it's either her or me, she kind of felt like she was getting, like you say, discriminated against herself because she was white at that point. And a lot of them do feel like that when it comes to certain issues, when it comes to business and corporations, jobs and whatever in industry. A lot of them feel like, I don't want to be moved aside because of this color of my skin. I want to let my merit show for my work and, you know, be judged the same way as we were supposed to judge others that are minorities, you know, and that are a different.
So would you honestly, like, would you saying it that way, and that's mainly usually said from a black standpoint, would you listen to a white woman saying that?
I mean, no, I wouldn't, because I feel like it is still unfair advantages that the white population has that the black population has. I mean,
So
that shit is evident.
So if you go that route, you're saying that she got an advantage. Do you think that she earned the position that she has?
Well, I mean, of 20 years and being in sports and broadcasting, I figure she's deserved to be wherever she is. But if it's still an employer, if your employer comes to you and say, hey, you're not really losing, we're still moving you to a place where you're going to share spotlight, time, and whatever else is there, but we want to bring in another person because we feel as though they may deserve it too. Now, if the other girl, if Maria Taylor, who is a black woman, you know, if they feel like she doesn't deserve it, and for what reason, I don't think why she shouldn't, because if she's been on for the last 5 or 10 years or whatever, if it's time for her to gain some advancement based on her work and the body of work that she's done, then yeah, move the fuck aside. If you've been covering the NBA finals or NBA basketball with Doris Burke or whoever the fuck, whatever, you've been doing that shit for 10 years, it's time for you to move on and bring in another person.
You can't use that, bro, because Marv Albert just stepped down and he probably been doing it for damn near 20, 30 years. So, I mean, if you're a voice that people listen to, and all I'm saying is,
see, I don't think she was doing a bad job. I don't think she was doing like a horrible
job. But she's
job.
not. Listen, but Rachel Nichols,
like what you have to get your
okay, but Rachel Nichols ain't Marv Albert. Shit, Rachel Nichols ain't Doris Burke.
If you watch NBA basketball, I'm definitely used to seeing Nichols all the damn time. I'm used to saying the other girl who's good. I like her. She's usually in the studio or she's doing football. I think college football, I think is what she does. But when it comes to NBA, if you watch NBA, you know Rachel Nichols. You just know her.
I don't think she was doing I don't think she was doing a job to where it was like, all right, we should replace her. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't think that was based on that. I think it was based on giving up. I mean,
well, listen to what you just said. You don't think it's based on that. So what's it based on? Does she have
someone else, something or someone else getting that chance? I mean,
but
if she's saying, "Hey, I shouldn't be replaced," yeah, but some people do deserve that chance. We can't. I mean, if that's the point, as your boss or as a boss, if you feel like, look, is this this person's time, or we going to put him, even if it is the black thing, like she's saying, the whatever culture or the diversity that ESPN is trying to show and whatever they're trying to add to right now. If that's the case, then either find another fucking job or learn to roll with the fucking scheme.
I think you just been too gangster towards her though, because my thing is, if we're gonna look at it from our standpoint, I'm one of them equal guys. So like, if I'm gonna look at it, if we all about equality, I want everything to be equal. If she's doing her job to a standard that all of us are used to listening to her, we ain't got issues with her. But then you just slide her out for some reason. We don't know the reason. It's just like, hey, we're gonna give her a chance. Then it's like, from her standpoint, if it's me, I'm be like, yo, what is it? Like, what is it that you're specifically moving me for? I never heard the real reason for it.
I would understand that, but I mean, that's what they said. They came to her with a sense of, hey, we're going to try something new. If you still getting the same fucking if you still getting the same fucking paycheck, if they, as long as they say, but they ain't cutting a comma or they ain't cutting a dollar off.
But that's not how entertainment works.
No, but listen, No, but listen, Sam, when it comes to white folks, okay, it does work like that because they'll be put in a position where they do less work and make more money, and we'll be put in a position where we'll make some decent money but do even more work. So I think it's not the same.
Yeah, that can be I'm not disagreeing with that debate. I'm just talking about for this specific one. When I watch basketball,
I'm sure she was going to be
compensated and all the time. When I put on TNT, we know it's going to be Charles Barkley, Shaq. We know who it's going to be. When I watch ESPN, I know it's going to be her and the people. I mean, I know that. Like that's the usual.
She's recognized. Yeah, she's recognized for being
that
person.
She's recognized. So even though you brought it to a money standpoint, that's not that's not them. She has a brand. So my thing is her brand is NBA Finals, and that's what she's always done. All I'm saying is that they give her a real reason to bring somebody else in. Did she do a bad job somewhere? That's all I'm asking. Because if we're gonna be equal, that's what we would want to do. We'd be like, hey, y'all bring this white guy in for me. Like, why you flipping me out? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying from the other way, because I mean that's when I put on ESPN. That's what I'm used to saying. You know what I'm saying? I hate Maria Taylor at all. I like her. Right. I think she's good. I think she's gonna be good. And she definitely.
Maybe they could have used her. Maybe they could have used her another way, man. But I think she has a legitimate gripe. She just got caught slipping with the mic. That's some shit you say in the background. She got caught. She got caught slipping with the mic, and I mean, she, it's a sensitive, culture. I mean, you can't say shit. You can't say that shit, even though that shit you gonna say. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Are they doing the Rooney Rule? Are they doing the Rooney Rule for announcers? You know what I'm saying? Like, which is. I don't even like the Rooney Rule, but because it's like you ain't really interviewing them, motherfuckers. It just you just want to say I did interview somebody black. That don't mean you hiring them. You just want.
I mean, it's a damn shame I'm watching the NBA Finals, and as much as I like Milwaukee, I just want Phoenix to win because they got a black coach. Because I'm getting tired of these black coaches. I mean, how many black coaches are in the playoffs right now? Like they got to get these black coaches. They need to start putting.
My thing with Rachel, and like I said, my whole thing with the Rachel Nichols was she got caught saying some shit she wasn't supposed to. So. Hey, if they want to give, like I said, it's still a job. Your employer come in, and we all been in positions where somebody put you in some bullshit, and you knew it was some bullshit, but you either took the paycheck and took the job, or you shut the fuck up, or you found another job.
So my biggest question, y'all saying she got caught saying some bullshit. What did she say that you would say she got caught flipping with? Was she using diversity word?
No, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing racial. I'm just saying that they hiring for that. It's just like it's just they got to play.
To me, it just seemed like you trying to figure out she's talking to somebody obviously she cool with. So who else would you have that conversation with? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's a conversation that we should. That's a conversation that we should not have heard. I mean, it's something that she gonna say. And ESPN got played. They got played the good guy.
Was that like a phone call or was that like a hot mic where she was just sitting?
It was a hot mic, man. She got busted. Hey, that's on Rachel. Hey, Don, what you got going on over here?
I don't know. Wife for your
Don about to get up, bro. Don literally about to get up out this.
Hey, now I was just saying, like, let's finish the story because after that, I mean, like I said, as a white woman, I don't think she's gonna take no serious lumps in this type of shit. She ain't gonna end up like Jamel Hill.
She didn't say nothing. She didn't say nothing horrible, but she didn't say nothing horrible. It's the truth.
They ain't gonna carry champion. They ain't gonna hit her with a carry champion and just put it the fuck off for show either. So, so she gonna bounce back. She white. Sorry to say that, folks, but. We all know that to be the truth. Shit. Don't feel like anything else other going on.
I mean, we're going to see how a girl do during the finals, even though I hadn't really been watching like that. But, yeah.
It is what it is. Right, hey, man, Don, we got anything else, Don? Is that we good?
That's it, man. We good,
man. Don, a.k.a. Don, a.k.a. Love Allen over there. Y'all making me jealous. I ain't got it. I got a goddamn dress and a t-shirt. I need to go find my wife. God, give me some kind of love. All right. Well, thank y'all for just tuning in. Everybody who watched the Fuck Your Opinion podcast. As you see, we live. Miss Farrah Nash, Don Gotti Nash, my man C. Sims, Rachel Nichols. Step Lover. We hope he comes in next week. Like I say, he's somewhere on assignment. I'm sure he's gonna give us a great story as to.
He's somewhere in hate.
You said what?
I said he's somewhere in
the NBA finals, man. He had the NBA finals, man.
Hey, yo, did you see? I seen some shit on the Space Jam. Did you see the Space Man Jam shit where they had Bugs Bunny as Batman and fucking LeBron James as Robin in the cartoon? That shit was hilarious.
Nah, I didn't see
I ain't gonna ruin that for you. I mean, I know you got kids. Your kids ain't gonna. You ain't gonna take your kids to see Space Jam. Kids love Space Jam.
You know, dog. Man, dog, I got the first ticket to that shit just because LeBron is.
Nah, we'll see that shit on the Fire Stick, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
All right,
I hope
man.
it come on like HBO Plus or something. But
Thank y'all
all right,
for
yo,
checking this out, man. Fuck
that's
your
right.
opinion.
Love.